Hey guys, it's Ty from GamesFromTheFront.com, and just a little follow-up session report for our latest session of Where Eagles Dare, the campaign game. We're playing on a weekly basis, and just this past Tuesday, at the end of July 2014, we finished up our fifth session. So folks keep showing up and keep playing, so we're having a great time, and this particular session was actually a lot of fun. First of all, Mitch returned to play again, and I signed him the 30 Corps, so the 231st Infantry and Group Hot, and put him on the spot at the beginning of the turn, which was the 700 turn of the second day, the 18th of September, 1944. And so at the beginning of the turn, we had to roll for weather, and Mitch promptly rolled for rain. So it was rain throughout the day, and of course, with rain, there's no Allied paradrops. So seemed to be a good moment. But actually, I think in the long run, the rain may have helped the Allies advance and kind of stay out of range of a lot of the German attacks. Here off the front line, we've got the 231st is continuing their move up the raised road towards Valkenswald. Not too eventful, but Mitch has got a lot of those units up in piggyback and column, of course. Pretty quiet in Valkenswald this session. Most of the Germans moved off last turn and abandoned their defensive positions. They got a couple of shots off with some armored units, but really were only able to inflict cohesion hits. I mean, one of the interesting things about so far is that we're not quite a day into the game, and the Allies have lost only a single company. Most everybody in the Guards Armored Division has a cohesion hit, or perhaps everybody does, but no units have been lost. This is also a session chit-wise that was pretty heavy on the Allied side, so only a few German formation chits came up, so it was pretty much all Allied initiative. North of Valkenswald, you can see that Mitch cleared out the formation, the flak units and the 88 out in Aalst. So they pretty much have a clear road into Eindhoven, which has a handful of German garrisons left. There is a single engineer unit who I imagine is rapidly trying to get to the bridge in time to wire it and blow it. I don't think they're going to have time, but we'll see what happens. Up the road in San, Z and his 502nd secured the landing zone, which for a while had a single German unit sitting in it, and they eliminated that armored unit that was there. And then around the bridge itself, they assaulted into San, collected a win, and knocked out a German unit there and occupied one of the two bridge hexes, at which point me playing the German units rolled and blew up San Bridge. So you'll see it's got a destroyed marker. So Allies are gonna have to decide what to do with that. Over in Best, fairly quiet. The Germans did have a couple of formation markers. I believe they were able to move a little bit closer to town from the west and drop a couple of mortar shells on some of the 506th paratroopers, but didn't really inflict too much damage. I guess the big news is that just here in the reinforcement hex, quite a few German units are about ready to enter the game. I think we've got 4 battalions and some artillery that have shown up. So not so much action this turn, but we'll probably see some action next turn. And then finally for the session, Tracy, who was playing the 501st, I think last session had cleared out a flak unit that was kind of pinning him down, at least from a fire zone perspective, here in Dinther. Cleared him out last turn, and so spent his turn primarily moving east toward Fagel and then has actually started to make his way south with a couple of companies down to Sint Odenrode. So really a lot of fun session. We had interesting weather effects. We had a number of assaults that were exciting to play. Of course, we had the bridge blowing at San, so a really fun session, and looking forward to the next one.